According to a new report from the New York Times, Donald Trump is actually to the point where he is kind of having these self-reflective moments and admitting to his aides that he is struggling. But it's not just that he's struggling in general. No. Donald Trump apparently does have enough self-awareness to where, according to the reports, he is telling aides that he is struggling to stay on message because, by God, I just hate everybody so much. So to put that in other words, Donald Trump is now admitting to his aides, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let me read you from the New York Times report. Mr. Trump has told two people that he struggles to avoid making personal attacks because of how much animosity he feels for his opponents. He said that overwhelming hostility, whether it was for Jeb Bush, Hillary Clinton, President Biden, or now Ms. Harris, made it difficult for him to not take shots, said the two people who insisted on anonymity to discuss private conversations. Part of Mr. Trump's struggle to stay on message could be linked to his visible lack of interest on stage when he reads his prepared speech. When Mr. Trump stuck to the script, he often sounded effectless, as if he was resigning to just getting through the remarks, but he seemed energized when he fell back on familiar habits and interacted with supporters at smaller events. One of the ways to win over swing voters is not by personal attacks, the New York Times continues. By nature, they don't love partisan politics, but they're also not thrilled about the direction of the country and the performance of the economy. And every day Trump isn't talking about that is a wasted day. So the two aides working for Donald Trump told New York Times reporter, listen, the guy came to us. We've talked to him just like everybody else had and said, stick to the issues. Let go of the personal attacks. And he's like, well, I can't do that. I hate them so much. I have so much hatred inside of me that it must come oozing out in my speeches or my Truth Social posts. I have to be the most vicious, vitriolic, disgusting, disturbing person the world has ever seen. And I know it's wrong, but I just hate them so much I can't stop. So to put it another way, Trump admits he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He is admitting he's not good at this. And here's why I say that. This man has been campaigning for 9 straight years. Okay, it's been more than 9 years since we had the first Republican debates that started in August of 2015. And Trump obviously started running for office before that. But even once Donald Trump won the party's nomination, he still had to go against Hillary Clinton, so he kept campaigning. And then when he gets into office, he never stopped campaigning. He still went out and did rallies. And then after he lost in 2020, he kept doing rallies. He kept campaigning. So he has been campaigning nonstop for 9+ years. If you have been doing something for 9 straight years, and after those 9 years, you go to your coworkers and you're like, guys, I don't know what I'm doing, then you shouldn't have that job. Okay, this is clearly not for you. And you've been going good for 9 years. And then you're finally like, guys, I've just been making this up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't belong in this position. Then you shouldn't be in that position. And when we're this close to the finish line, right? Like barely over 2 months to go, you don't have time to change course. You don't have time to win back all of those moderate and independent voters that you have been turning off for 9 straight years. They're not going to suddenly forgive and forget in the next 2 months. I do agree with Eric Bolling's recent meltdown where he's like, it's too late. It's too late, guys. It is too late. You came to this realization way too late. Problem is, even though you have now come to this realization, you're still admitting it's not going to affect who you are. Like, you're still not going to change. So what good is the realization that you need to change if you don't follow through with the change itself? Maybe it makes you sleep better at night. Maybe it's like a psychological soothing effect. Like, okay, listen, I know that all I got to do is do this, and I swear to God, I will do it. I'm just not today, But totally tomorrow, it's the whole line that any of us who have ever struggled, to lose weight or to quit a bad habit, it's like today's the last day. Okay, I'm going to have one big bowl of ice cream tonight, and then I swear to God, tomorrow my diet starts. I'm no more sweets. I'm throwing them out of the house. I'm not going to do it. But then tomorrow you have a rough day, and you go seeking out the comfort. So you run to the store, you get that tub of ice cream. I know, I've promised myself that a million times. But that's how Donald Trump is with his anger. He's like, okay, listen, I'm going to get it all out today. I'm going to get the anger. I'm going to get it. It's going to be gone, and then it's gone. Tomorrow, man, I'm going to talk about policy, right? You've never seen anything like it. Y'all can trust me. Let's sleep easy tonight. And then he comes out tomorrow. Somebody will say something that pisses him off, and then he's right back into his old habits. He cannot change who he is because for 9 years, everyone around him told him, hey, don't worry, man. It's pretty good. You're doing good. You're doing good with it. Don't worry. Even today, even with these aides and advisors and even the donors telling him to change who he is, they're still not even being completely honest with him about how bad the situation is. So even if he thinks it's bad, he doesn't know how bad it is. And here's why I say that. A little over a week ago, there was a new report from Rolling Stone that showed that his advisors admitted to Rolling Stone that some of the polls that they're seeing, some of their internal polls are so bad, they're not showing him. They're not showing him the bad polls. So as bad as Trump thinks things are, he genuinely doesn't know how bad they really are. And we don't either, for the record, because those aides who shared those polls with Rolling Stone told them, don't share these. Because if you share these, one, obviously Trump will know, and then we got that. But they said in that article, these people said to Rolling Stone, we don't want to decrease the morale on the right. We don't want Republicans to get, just super sad about how bad these polls are. So again, we don't even know how bad things are. We see that things are horrible, but apparently they're worse than even we know. So Donald Trump is coming to these realizations, right? That, oh, okay, I can't do this, but I'm going to keep doing it without even knowing how bad it truly is for him because his aides and advisors are hiding the reality from him. So he has no clue. So the more he continues down this path, the more he goes to the personal insults, the worse it's going to become for him. And the question at that point becomes, do his aides tell him? Are they going to be honest? Are they going to be like, hey man, I've been meaning to tell you this, but you're about to get stomped and the polls are actually 3 points worse than what we've been sharing with you. Sorry, somebody had to do it. Please don't fire me. They're going to have to come to that point. If you want this guy to truly change, you cannot hide these things from him. Yes, he's going to melt down. Yes, he's going to go ballistic. So maybe take his phone away before you show him the bad numbers about how bad his campaign really is. I don't know. But this is a mess that Trump has created for himself. His advisors have made it so much worse by hiding information from him. They have effectively created the perfect storm for Donald Trump to continue being a horrible person. And now they're so panicked that, oh no, he's still being a horrible person. Yeah, because you've been lying to him about how much it's hurting his campaign. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.